Okay, guys, because of the confusion with the play and everything going on, I'm going to do a little review with you now. I'm going to ask you some questions, give you some time to think about it, and then I'm going to give you the answers. This should really, really help you with the quest on Monday. I was looking directly at the test when I made it. So as long as you do this and you know everything in this little video, you should be fine. So let's go. Okay, so I made a couple changes here. Little mistakes I made, they're normal. So if there is more silica, the viscosity will be high, and if there's less silica, the viscosity will be low. Okay, so types of eruptions. The silica content of magma helps to determine whether the volcanic eruption is blank or blank. It is explosive or quiet. If the viscosity is high, it's going to be thicker lava, so it's going to kind of explode out of the volcano. But if its viscosity is low, it's going to be quiet because it's going to be able to flow easily. Okay, so what is Pahoehoe? It is fast moving hot lava. So what is Aa? It is lava that is cooled down from forming fragmented, rough, sometimes spiny or blocky surfaces. So it's kind of like that thick, crusty lava that you see. You definitely see it in the Bill Nye clip that we watched. And he was out there and he like picked some lava up with like that metal rod. That would be Aa lava. Okay, so match these. All you're going to do is you're going to point to which one you think it is. Alright, first one, dormant, so it might erupt. This is a volcano that's been sitting there for a while, but it's not yet extinct. Extinct, it will not erupt. It's done. It's done all its eruptions. It's just hanging out. And then active, this is a volcano that will erupt at some point. Okay, so minerals. What do you know about minerals? I know this is kind of a general statement, But this is going to refer back to when you guys did that worksheet where I had all the scrambled words and you had to come up with what the words were. So think about that for a little bit. Okay, so what you know about them. Minerals are naturally occurring. Minerals have a crystal structure. And minerals have a definite chemical composition. Alright, so how can we identify minerals? You only need to know 3 of these for the quest. And this refers to when we did that online activity where it showed you the picture of the mineral and you had to click on different things to determine what mineral it was. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think about it. Okay, so you can determine it by color. Streak, remember that's when it was scratched and you showed the powder. The luster, how shiny and sparkly it is. Density, how hard it is. Or hardness, density, how much space it takes up. Hardness, how hard it is. And then crystal structure. You also have cleavage, which that's how when you broke it, if it either broke in like 2 big chunks or if it would like fragment. But you only need to know 3. So don't freak out. Just 3. Okay, so what are the 3 types of rocks? Okay, 3 types of rocks are igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. So now you need to know something about each rock type. So this I'm just going to kind of review it with you instead of making you guys sit there and try to guess. So we're going to start with the sedimentary rock. Know that wind and water break down the earth and then bits of the earth settle in lakes and rivers. And then layers are formed and built up. And over time, pressure would turn the layers into a rock. This would be the rock that when you held it, you could see like the streaks of color in it. Metamorphic rock, it's a rock that has changed. They were either igneous or sedimentary at one point, but they, under pressure and heat, like deep down in the earth, it changed the rocks. And then igneous rocks. These are the fire rocks. These ones are the ones that are formed underground by trapped cooled magma, or they can be formed above ground when a volcano erupts and the magma cools. So for the underground one, that's when you get like lava rocks. They're like the black rocks with all the little teeny tiny holes through it. And then when a rock forms above ground, it's called obsidian. It's a black, almost glass looking like rock, and it's so smooth because it literally cools before it like hits the ground. And then the last thing you guys need to know is this exact diagram is going to be on the quest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to like black out some of these terms, and you're going to have to just like put it back in. So say I got rid of cooling, you would have to be like, okay, well this is cooling because to get an igneous rock, the metamorphic rock has to melt, then it has to cool. And then let's say, what if I I completely took away the sedimentary rock. Well, I'm going to know that because there was weather and erosion that made sediment, that I'm going to have a sedimentary rock, because you know that sedimentary rocks are made from weathering and erosion. Let's see, I'm trying to think of other ways for you guys to remember. I think the easiest way to tackle this question is start off by just going in order. So go igneous, weathering, erosion, sediment to sedimentary rocks. And then go to the heat and pressure, and then you get metamorphic. And then go to melting and magma, and then the magma cools and you get igneous. Start with like the outer ring, and then you can put in all the other ways the cycle works. But the arrows are going to be there. So I really think if you just study this, you will be fine. And that's all. So if you went through this PowerPoint and you know everything on it, you will, I guarantee you, you will do well on the quest.